Hello everyone, and today we're going to be discussing about on how does technology help teachers be better in their teaching career. Alright, and by the way, my name is Michaella and Canlas. Alright, let's move on how does technology help teachers be better in their teaching career. Of course, the first one is teachers can use technology to share their idea with other educators. So, of course, teachers nowadays can easily share their ideas with other educators by the means of technology, right? Like, for example, there is an emergency meeting for the teachers, but the other teacher or the teacher have another agenda to do. Like, for example, um, and that teacher, they were on another place and she cannot make it on time. But because there is a technology, she can easily share her idea by the means of technology using online platforms. Like for example, in Google Meet, right? They can easily make a link for them to share their ideas, for them to gather, even though they are on the other places. Number two is that teachers can have access to educational resources that were not available before. So, as we all know, before, not everything is accessible, right? Especially in education. But now that we are living in technology world, we are living in 21st century, everything now is very easy for us, especially in education, right? We can now access articles, books, instructional materials, we can access many websites, we can read everything we want, and that is on the internet, right? And especially in our instructional material, we can use Canva, we can use a lot of interactive website that we can use to our students in the future. And even the teachers now are using that website or using that platform for their teaching, right? And number three is technology has made it easier for teachers to create more engaging lessons. And as I have mentioned earlier, everything now is accessible, right? And technology has made our lesson more engaging as we can create a lot of interactive games online, right? Interactive or engaging lesson, right? That we can connect to our lesson. We can also create fun instructional materials without hassle. Unlike before, right? In traditional setup rather, wherein teachers need to make an effort just to make their visuals look good. Alright, and number four, education software helps the teacher to work smarter than spending hours preparing lesson plan or grading papers. Alright, now that we are living in technology world, as educator, we can take advantage of that. We can use online platform or website that can help us for preparing our lesson plan. Um, we can also use websites like ChatGPT. We can also use Grammarly to correct our grammar. And ChatGPT, if we don't have any idea for that specific lesson or topic, we can ask ChatGPT, right? And for our paperworks, we can use Microsoft Word, we can use Excel to our grading sheets, right? And we can use Word and another um online platforms, and there's a lot more. Alright, let's now move on to 21st century classroom. Alright, again, as I have mentioned, we are now living in tech world and everything that we do now, we're using technology, right? And we can use technology, especially in 21st century classroom. And by that, um, here are the relevant, here are the relevant, oh no, A classroom that incorporates modern technology into lesson to enhance students' learning and prepare them for the future in our tech-driven world. Alright, as I have mentioned earlier, we can use technology to teach our future students, especially that we're living now in technology world. Every student know how to use technology, and for us, if we wanted to teach our lesson, of course, we should be using technology as well. Alright, so here are the relevant technology in education. We have here the hardware and the software. First, we have the hardware. Of course, there's a smart TV, and our classroom majority now in public schools or even in private are now using smart TV, right, to present their lesson, to use because in 21st century classroom majority of the teacher are now using Canva to present their lesson. They're not particularly using the traditional way in the visual aids. They're not using Manila paper or cartolina anymore, or even the green board, right? Everything now is in technology, and they're using smart TV to present their topics in classroom. Next is we have desktop. So in desktop, this is very important for the teachers. We can use desktop computers to create our lesson. Here we can make our presentations in Canva, in WPS, and in Prezi as well, right? And another online platforms. We also have here internet, of course. We cannot really search something without internet, right? It's it's very important to have internet for us to access the tools and equipments that we're going to use inside the 21st century classroom. Alright, here are the digital devices. Of course, we have, as I mentioned earlier, the desktop, the laptop, cell phone. Cell phone is very essential for us, right? Have here the USB, right, and many more. And next is projector. We also have here projector. If your classroom doesn't have a TV, we can use projector to present our lesson in class. Alright, let's now proceed in software. Alright, I have here a bunch of pictures of the software that we can use in our 21st century classroom. Of course, we have here the Windows, we have here the cloud, we have here the Word, the Excel, and many more. So yeah, those are the technology that can help teachers be better in their teaching career. Thank you so much again. My name is Michaella Canlas.